Welcome back to another collectible newscast, where we talk about all the reveals, pre-orders and news of the collectible world. Let's start. Talking about Hot Toys. Hot Toys never disappoints with all of the releases, announcements and news that the company makes. And these days they have announced the Mark 7 Iron Man, one of the most iconic Avengers and indeed armors of that time. If you're not, we're not lucky to get the Mark 7 armor, the one that I have behind me from the Avengers 1, now is your time, because this is a very, very cool design from Hot Toys. Completely open armor version, which brings movable parts to recreate the suit up scene from the Iron Man 3. Two display options, armor open or closed. LED light up function on the art reactor and the interior armor, and a special display diorama with light up function. You should get this one because it's really, really cool. So this next Hot Toys I'm really, really excited for. We're talking about the beautiful Valkyrie from Thor Love and Thunder movie. And I've been waiting for this announcement. I said it even in the last newscast. I was hoping that these Hot Toys would come out. And I even said that Korg should be an accessory for this figure. And Hot Toys actually delivered, because we have a Korg head that comes with the figure. So I'm really, really super excited, even though probably this figure will come until 2032, but I'm already really excited. It includes a newly developed head sculpt with sculpted hair, a vest armor in black, white and metallic silver with a fabric cape. The weapons that are included with this figure are the Dragon Fang sword, a pair of daggers, Zeus Thunderbolt, a portable Spica, a figure stand, and of course the most awaited Korg's face sculpt. I'm really, really excited about this. The other figure that Hot Toys announced was the Mark 5. Yet another Mark 5, like we have here on the left. I bought that Mark 5 in eBay, I remember. But now we have a new Mark 5. We also had a die-cast Mark 5 and the open armor Mark 5 with a cool briefcase. But now we have this absolutely wonderful Mark 5, and it brings Tony Stark sculpt with battle damage effects, interchangeable helmet with LED lights, armor with LED lights in arc reactor and arms, additional interchangeable parts with battle damage effects, Mark 5 suitcase and Whiplash art reactor, a specially designed track theme diorama base. And of course, for those who weren't able to get this figure or all of the different versions of this figure, now you can get this with the Tony Stark head sculpt. And I think that's the plus in here, the Tony Stark head sculpt. Really, really cool. You should get it. So the next figure is from the Hot Toys store exclusive. We're talking about Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, based on the comics. And it includes a masked head sculpt with multiple pairs of interchangeable Spider-Man eyes, a fabric hoodie, a backpack, a spider-bot, assorted spiderweb shooting effects, and a dynamic figure stand. It's Spider-Man. This next Hot Toys is simply amazing. It's speaking directly from my heart. I'm talking about the Iron Man 2 Neon Tech Iron Man with suit-up gantry. And this, I call them the elite force of Hot Toys for the Iron Man line. Because I have one based on the Infinity War movie, Neon Tech, and I absolutely love it. I will probably do an archive of that because it's so amazing. It includes detail armor in piano black and teal color with luminous reflective patterns, LED light up elements in different parts of the armor, a pair of attachable lasers, a highly accurate suit-up gantry with a new paint application with LED light up functions. Of course, I have the original Hot Toys suit-up gantry on my side here, and having, well, with this release is just simply amazing. So moving on to another IP, which is Star Wars. Hot Toys has announced quite a few Hot Toys figures from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series from Disney Plus. So let's check this out. So we have a great character, the Grand Inquisitor. So if you have seen Star Wars Rebels, you will definitely remember this dark presence in Rebels. The Grand Inquisitor that also appeared in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I'm quite excited about this character, though I'm probably not gonna get it, but it does include some exciting features, which are light up chest armor light up double bladed lightsaber, and interchangeable blades emulating the weapon in motion, a Darth Vader hologram and a holoprojector. If you are a fan of Star Wars Rebels and indeed a fan of Obi-Wan Kenobi series, this surely is a very good figure to have in your display. This other character that Hot Toys has announced is a controversial one. We're talking about the third sister, Riva. And I'm not gonna talk much about this character, I just want to point out what this Hot Toys brings. It brings a finely tailored Inquisitor outfit, light up lightsaber and interchangeable blades emulating the weapon in motion, an Obi-Wan Kenobi and Fifth Brother holograms, and a holoprojector, and of course the display base. So last week Hot Toys announced a very expected and desired character, Cobb Banff, and obviously is from the Mandalorian series, and everyone wanted this character. So now we have it, and for me it's highly tempting to get it. So I'll think about it. This character brings the following: interchangeable Boba Fett helmet, detailed costume with Mandalorian armor pieces, a jetpack, a blaster rifle, a blaster pistol, a theme display base. Moving on to Hasbro, we have quite a few announcements. All of the announcements from the PulseCon livestream, and of course Haslab. Let's dive in. So a bit of the X-Men animated series figures of the VHS boxes. We have the Marvel Legends Mystique, which includes a pair of alternate hands, a pistol and a large gun, and a baby Nightcrawler, Kurt Wagner. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. We have a controversial piece of information in this newscast. Of course, I'm talking about the Ghost Rider Haslab. Let's begin by checking out the initial offering of the Engine of Vengeance vehicle inspired by the all-new Ghost Rider comic. Fully equipped 20 LEDs for light-up effects in the tires, engine grills, tailpipes, and driver's seat headrest. 6 flame effect pieces for tires and tailpipes. 2 brimstone risers for dynamic car display. 4 interchangeable tires and 1 additional engine to convert it from Hellfire mode to Street mode. Exclusive Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider 6-inch scale figure with comic inspired accessories. So that was the initial offering for this Haslab. And the most contentious issue here would be that high price. And if you see the value in this, back it. And if you don't, just don't back it. So there was an early bird special, Robbie Reyes in his human form, which would have looked absolutely amazing with the unpowered version of the vehicle. But unfortunately, the time was not met. So unfortunately, we will not be having Robbie Reyes in strict form. So when it seemed unlikely that the figure Robbie Reyes in his human form was not going to get unlocked, the Marvel team enticed the community with a new tier, which was Mephisto. So that enraged even more the fans, because now they would have to pay $350 to get a Mephisto if they only wanted that. And after losing the early bird special, Robbie Reyes, The Marvel team seems to have listened to the fans, to the vocal fans, because they will meet them halfway, and they have introduced the Robbie Reyes civilian head with a hoodie part. So I guess the fans will get Robbie Reyes after all, in some aspect. If this figure is ultimately funded, of course. So it seems that they had to pull the X card, because they teased the second tier, and it was Mephisto holding what appears to be a crystal. So it must be the Goblin Queen, Madeline Pryor, the clone of Jean Grey. So they're appealing to X-Men fans to try to boost up the spirits of the Engine of Vengeance. So let's see what happens. So, before we move on to PulseCon, and sticking always with Ghost Rider, the Marvel team tried to enthuse the community, the fan community, before the Haslab project with the retro-carded figure for Johnny Blaze, which looked really cool. So this figure includes, apart from the great looking box, it includes 2 heads, alternate hands, chain whip, and flame effect parts. Okay guys, let's try to go through what Hasbro announced in the Hasbro PulseCon last week. So let's begin by talking about the Power Rangers. And it's not intellectual property that I usually talk about, but it is a brand that I will be showcasing in the future. Hasbro team was telling us that we're going to be able to complete 3 teams of the Power Rangers Lightning collection line by 2023, and those teams will be Power Rangers SPD, Lost Galaxy, and Dino Thunder. And I'm a huge fan of the Power Rangers SPD, so I'm looking forward to completing that team. So the Power Rangers that they revealed during the live stream were the Blue Ranger from Dino Charge, the Yellow Ranger from Beast Morphers, the Green Ranger from Dino Fury, and also they revealed the Putrid from Wild Force. They also revealed the Sword Ascension Project, which is the Astro Megazord from Power Rangers in Space, and it looks absolutely majestic. And finally they revealed the continuation of the Power Rangers Cross Street Fighter, which will include the morphed versions of Ken Masters and Cammy White. Shoryuken! And now, for the main dish, we have the Marvel Legends reveal from the PulseCon. So the first reveal is the Marvel Legends retro-carded Iron Man with pulsar cannon. So at this point the live stream crashed, at least for me and a couple of other people. But during this crash they revealed Daredevil 3-pack with a very cool looking classic Daredevil, White Suit, Elektra, and Bullseye, Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So then they revealed 2 figures of an unthemed wave. We're talking about Marvel Legends Wacky Orb and the classic Molecule Man. They will be part of a wave in 2023. So next they revealed a couple of retail exclusives. One is from Walgreens, and we're talking about Moonstone. And the other one from Walmart, Star-Lord. So good luck getting those. For all of those MCU fans, they revealed nothing but one Disney Plus What If Warrior Gamora that will be part of an upcoming wave. X-Men fans rejoice, because 2023 will be the year for you. What a year it will be. They started by revealing the Wolverine in the classic blue and yellow suit from Uncanny X-Men 275. Absolutely amazing figure, and it looks like the vintage figure from Toy Biz. And he's part of a wave that includes the following figures: Longshot, Multiple Man, Dark Phoenix, Spiral, and the most that I'm waiting for, Avalanche. This character, I used to have him as a figure back in the day when I was small. What took my attention back then is that it had a huge A in the chest. So I thought this character was called Alan, like me. So of course I will be getting that figure. So they said that this long shot will be different from the one in the Mojo World pack. This one will actually have a star in his eye, showcasing his power. So sticking with the X-Men, this future wave will actually help us to complete the team from issue 275. They did show us two renders, one for Storm and one for Banshee. This also means that we will probably get Jubilee, Forge, Gambit and Psylocke in those costumes. Then they revealed a Stripe figure, but we don't know if it's going to be part of this wave or it's going to be a part of a new wave, so we have to keep our eyes on the lookout for this character. Finally, they revealed the VHS Cyclops, and then they said that they're going to make a pause for the X-Men VHS line. But they did say that they're going to release the Spider-Man animated series figures. And the first two figures for that wave will be the symbiote Spider-Man and Carnage. So yeah, quite a lot of announcements for Hasbro. Let's see how the Haslab project goes. I shall be looking forward for the figures of 2023. So here are some news that I forgot to mention a couple of months ago in August, and I came late to the party. So there's this toy magazine that you can pre-order, which is called Toy Collector without the O in the end. There was a picture of a gargoyle called Coldstone. So I'm not really interested in gargoyles, but what really caught my attention was the background of that picture. So if you watch closely to the image on the background, you could see some projects that Neca is working on. And you could see samurai armor from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, 1993 movie, an unpainted sculpt of Rex 1 leg, a movie foot soldier figure, a head sculpt of Macbeth from Gargoyles animated series. So obviously what I'm most excited about is Dumbo from the Neca TMNT Toon line. Of course, Dumbo was a member of the Bebop and Rocksteady original gang, and since I already have the Premonition of a Premutation full pack with Bebop and Rocksteady, it will be a cool addition to my collection. By the way, I have already reviewed Human Bebop and Human Rocksteady in my channel. If you want to check it out, go to the link below. Sadly, I will not be able to get Scrag. Actually, no one has Scrag yet, because he comes in the loot crate. So I'm really sad about that. But at least we will get Dumbo. And of course, we're waiting to see where it's going to be available for pre-order. So let's check Super7 right now. And there's a whole variety of new announcements that they have made. Really super exciting. Let's begin. So talking about the Ultimates, in this case we have Bruce Lee, and for the first wave of Bruce Lee I won the fight. I resisted. I was able to say no to those great figures, but then came wave 2 and I completely lost the fight, and I had to pre-order those two and one from the first wave, because obviously for me Bruce Lee is really cool. I know Ultimates are not everyone's cup of tea, and I know they have limited articulation, but if you know what you're getting to, you should be fine with this. So the first figure is the Fighter from the movie Enter the Dragon, which brings 2 interchangeable heads, 10 interchangeable hands, which includes 2 fists, 2 nunchuck gripping hands, 1 blood tasting hand, 1 thumbs up hand, 2 gripping hands, to bloody open palm hands, to post nunchucks, one nunchuck with real metal chain and one spear. The second figure from this line is the Contender, also based from the Enter the Dragon movie. And it brings 2 interchangeable heads, 10 interchangeable hands, which are 2 fist hands, 2 pointing finger hands, 2 martial arts hands, 2 nunchuck gripping hands, 2 alternate martial arts hands, 1 nunchuck with real metal chain, 1 soft goods jacket, and 1 duffel bag. Next we have an announcement of a new line of Ultimates from Super7. We're talking about the classic monsters. And they have announced from the movie Nosferatu, Count Orlok, which will bring 3 interchangeable heads, 1 hypnosis head, 1 nightcap head, 1 neutral head, 8 interchangeable hands, 1 rat, and 1 keyring. Next we have from the movie This Island Earth, the Metaluna Mutant Ultimate, which brings 2 interchangeable heads, 1 neutral head, 1 wounded head, and 4 interchangeable hands. Next we have Disney Wave 4, based on Tim Burton's movie A Nightmare Before Christmas. And pre-orders are still open. They will close until October the 14th. So go ahead, if you want to pre-order it, go ahead and do it in Super7 website. Or if not, you can always pre-order them in BBTS, Entertainment Earth, and so on and so forth. So the first one is none other than Jack Skellington. And he brings a very cool range of accessories, guys. 3 interchangeable heads, 6 interchangeable hands, 1 book, 1 zero figure, and what I like the most is 1 soft goods jacket. The second figure is Ultimate Sally, which brings 3 interchangeable heads, 6 interchangeable hands, 1 basket, 1 black cat, 1 soft goods dress, and 1 removable right arm, just like in the movie. And finally we have the burlap bag himself, Oogie Boogie, which will bring 3 interchangeable heads with 1 neutral head, 1 bug head, 1 snake head, 2 neutral hands, 1 hand holding a pair of dices, 1 big hand and forearm, 1 bag. And this Ultimate is disgustingly exciting. So let's check some updates regarding the TMNT line from Super7. So regarding Wave 5 from the Ultimates TMNT, and if you have checked the website of Super7, it says they are close to arrival to the warehouse. So we should get them really soon. So regarding Wave 6 of the TMNT line, well, it says they are still on the water. But if you have seen in YouTube, some people already have Slash, and some people have announced that BBTS already have Slash up. So Wave 8 of the TMNT line closed a couple of weeks ago. Pre-orders are now closed, but you still can get them in BBTS. So if you still want them, go ahead and pre-order them in BBTS. And of course that wave was made up of Raph, the Space Cadet, Shredder, Robot Rocksteady, and the one that everyone is so excited about, Genghis Frog. Certainly I am really excited, and I pre-order Genghis Frog with a big smile. And now me and all of the people, all of the collectors, are asking for the rest of the frogs. All the 4 frogs. We want them, guys. We want them. Another exciting video from Super7 is the first glimpse of the Party Wagon. And I am very excited and very amazed that we will be getting that soon. Even though I didn't pre-order it, but just to see the images was really cool. So one of the most exciting things I have seen recently is the Super7 production sample of Quicksilver from the Silverhawks, which I'm really eager to get. I know there has been a lot of speculation around this line, the Silverhawks, that they were going to be cancelled, but no, with this announcement, with this production sample, I think things are back on track. And let's keep an eye out. Maybe we see something in the next New York Comic Con. So let's talk about a cool company, Tamashii Nations, Bandai, and we're talking about SHFiguarts line. So they announced last month the second form of Frieza. Really cool figure. And now recently they have teased the third form of Frieza. So obviously I have pre-ordered the second form of Frieza, which includes, besides the figure of course, 3 additional interchangeable expressions, 2 left hands, 3 right hands, interchangeable head parts, interchangeable tail part, and the Mikin Dragon Ball 4-star ball. I'm really excited about this. So what we haven't heard about is the announcement that they made back in SDCC last summer. And we're talking about Android 19 and Android 20. So I'm really worried that they haven't said anything about it, because they look really cool. But I'm keeping my eyes open for that. So let's see what announcements they do really soon. So the most immediate figure for the Dragon Ball line, SHFiguarts, is the event exclusive Super Saiyan Broly exclusive edition for New York Comic Con. And unfortunately you only can pick it up in person, which I'm not going to be there in New York for that, I'm afraid. But it surely has some really cool features. It has 2 interchangeable expressions, 2 interchangeable left hands, 2 interchangeable right hands, and the effect parts. Check it out, it's really cool. So thank you guys for watching, for bearing with me. A lot of things, a lot of figures to look forward this year and the beginning of next year. I hope you have liked this newscast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, give a comment, and I'll see you next on the next newscast in Alan's Collection.